Hello, what's going on, everybody? It's got oh, let me get your name up there, man, so people will know who you are.
Oh, holy
Oh man,
cow.
it's not you. That would be you, and this would be me. Bam, perfect.
What's up, guys?
There it is, Mr. Ricky Reynolds. Get in here. Go
Hello.
ahead and scoot in there.
Yep.
All right, once again, it is I, Tramell Isaac, Senior Art Director for PlanetSide 2, and this is Inside the Player Studio with our good friend, Mr. Rick Reynolds.
Hello, man.
He's going to tell us
And
a
ladies.
few things about some latest updates, talking about some locales that may open up possibly, talk about some SOE Live if you haven't heard about it yet, and some new categories that we just opened up for PlanetSide 2 and some possible stuff coming up for other games too. Yeah, you know how we do. So go ahead, Ricky,
I know.
take it away.
So, a couple things coming up. It is July. We are excited about August. It's almost August, actually. We're excited about SOE Live. I am. I like Vegas. I like SOE Live. I like where we have things now in this new hotel. I liked it last year. It'll be great. I know where everything is. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh,
We-
SOE Live is going to be a blast.
We have
A
a couple
complete blast.
cool parts that we're going to keep under our hat a little bit longer. But let me tell you about some of the fun stuff we can talk about. We have SOE Live panels. For example, we're doing a live version of this show in person at on, let's see, it's Saturday. No, it's Friday, August 15th, from 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific, in the Celebrity 123 Ballroom, and it will be streamed. And our man T-Ray here is going to get up and interview some actual Player Studio creators,
Awesome.
and this is going to be fun in person.
All right.
I don't want to give their names because at least two of them are like deadly nervous. I don't want
As
to.
they should
I don't want
be.
to put pressure on them.
As they should be.
I tried to say that you'd go easy on them, but I
Go
couldn't say it
easy
with a straight
on
face.
no
so-
one.
No, that's what I know. I know.
So we got five people total,
Yeah, 5.
and they span across all of the
Yes,
the
across
games that we
multiple
have.
games and different characteristics about them. At least 2 of them are not shy, but at least 2 of them are nervous as hell.
All right, well that's good.
So,
We got a
that's
good a cornucopia of
Yeah, and
artistry
It
there.
will be fun. And then the next morning, Saturday, August 16th, we have to be back in there at 9 in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. It won't be a crazy night in Vegas that night, unless we just stay up all the way till 9 a.m.
Yeah, just forget sleeping.
You'll be able to tell when we get there which way we went that evening. So
That's mostly Rick.
what?
He gets a little
I'm a
wild in Vegas.
crazy party animal.
Gets a little
but-
wild in Vegas.
All right. But yeah, Saturday morning we're going to get together in the next ballroom down, and we're going to have all the art directors like last year. We're going to get up and talk about what's new in Player Studio, what lessons have we learned, we'll maybe do a little bit of art critiquing for lessons up there, so to speak, and we'll have a great time. I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah, it should be nice. Because last year when we talked about SOE Live, we had just announced Player Studio for PlanetSide 2. So
Yep.
most of the people in the room were EverQuest people, and they had no idea what PlanetSide 2 was. Maybe 1 or 2 people, but now I think we got them outnumbered just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Although the landmark crowd is growing fast.
I see that. I saw that on the
All right. registrations. All right, good.
Damn landmark.
Well, you're still winning at the moment, but we'll see what happens.
What can you do?
But that would be a lot of fun. We all enjoyed it last time.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
We're going to have some new tools. We're going to have some new categories. We're going to have some fun things to talk about there. So we'll save a little fun for there. And then even when it's not a particular panel or something specific going on, if you see any gaps in your schedule, I'm just looking forward to hanging out and talking to people and meeting the creators and, go grab a beer or a cup of coffee or something and
it's gonna be
just have
really
some fun.
nice. And look, you got 17 days. If you
17 days. That's nothing.
haven't done it yet, come on, man. What are you
We
waiting
should
on?
start packing.
Yeah, you should start packing because 17 days, turn around to be right here in your face. So August 14th through 17th, Planet Hollywood, Las Vegas, this year, of course. 17 days from now, we will be rocking Las Vegas with all of our
Absolutely.
Player Studio friends. So,
Do they know about that thing you're bringing to set up?
what thing I'm bringing?
The really big thing.
Oh, my ride.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen the ride, man.
Oh, have you guys seen
The
it?
car will be
It was
at
sweet.
SOE Live.
It was sweet, guys.
It will be on the floor,
The
folks.
rims alone are worth stopping and checking out. They were
It will
great.
be on the floor.
It had such a presence.
Yeah, we had the
Very
block
cool.
party just a couple of days ago, and went off pretty good. I'm glad that a lot of people that are local or who are coming out to the con
Yep.
got a chance to stop by and come on through.
Yep.
And they actually had shuttles going back and forth to the con, which was really convenient. So if you were at the con, you really wanted to stop by and just
Yep.
hop on the shuttle, come on up, have
Yep.
some fun, have some beer, whatever, drink, eat, and be merry, and then go back to the con. And
If you guys
Have fun.
could see this car rolling by on the street, it could be driven by a house cat and you'd never notice it. All eyes would be on the car. It's really cool.
that's a good comparison. Anyway, let's talk about these new
Okay, sorry.
categories that I tweeted out the other day. This was the first iteration that we put
Nice.
out. So
Nice.
obviously, hopefully, the list does not look like this when you click on the button. We actually did some
It's a little prettier now.
Yeah, we did some rearranging and categorizing, so it's a
Yeah.
little cleaner now. But we've got a crap ton of categories coming up.
Yes. Yes.
And I saw a lot of people already starting to make these things. So
Good. Good.
what
need
is
some-
what do
we
you
need
think
all
that
of them.
the ETA is on the actual rollout of these categories?
My guess is you will be able to upload if you had pieces that were done, you would be able to upload them by, I'm guessing, Wednesday.
Well, not too shabby.
Yeah.
Of this week?
Uh-huh.
That's
That's
crazy.
Right. That's right.
That's early.
And it's more work for you.
Yeah, it is. A shit ton of work.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say that, but yes, you're going to have more work to do.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
For those of you who don't know, he goes through every PlanetSide 2 submission. Every one of
Indeed,
them.
I do.
If you submit it twice, he goes through both of them.
That's not true. If I see a duplicate, the latest one is getting deleted.
Oh, okay. Well,
So it's going right in the trash.
I see him go through them and look at them all, and it's a lot of work. But he wants the quality to be great. So,
Yep.
and he
And
cares.
It's going to be even harder now.
I
We
know.
got a lot of competition.
I know.
A lot of people getting into it. Speaking of competition, what are we expecting as far as like the next coming not categories but territories?
Oh, we are working really hard. I can't promise them. We're working really hard on Brazil and Australia. They're the farthest progressed.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have, each has their own little tax tweaks and intellectual property licensing tweaks and privacy of personal information that we're dealing with. But those two are the farthest along. We are also looking at a couple more European ones. The Low Countries, the Netherlands and Belgium, are both being looked at, and one more that I can't remember right now. And we're starting some work on some more exotic places.
Exotic places like Bora Bora,
No, well, that sounds good. It's
Tobago,
and Trini. No, it's,
Istanbul,
no. We're like Russia.
Saudi Arabia.
Like we might. China, Japan, Russia are all on the chart to get looked at here.
Sweet.
So we'll see what happens.
All right, that'll work out just fine. So all you Russian fans out there waiting to throw some stuff at
It was
us.
funny. I had an email to the Player Studio alias today that I had to answer. It was all in Russian. And I'm looking at this going,
Do we have anybody that
Google
speaks?
Translate, please.
Do you have anybody that speaks Russian in the company?
His login and password doesn't work. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
sometimes Google knows.
Putin blocked it.
I'm going to avoid political
Put the
discussions at this
kibosh
point.
on that one. Putin.
Just,
Thanks a lot.
Just being diplomatic here.
Okay, sweet. All right, what else do we got up your sleeve there, Rick?
What else do we have up our sleeve? Yeah, the PlanetSide 2 has a lot of new stuff, but so do some of the others. I'm also now have some sales data for Landmark. So on the first of each month, I don't know if you know, but I don't know if all of you know that we post a top 10 bestseller list for EQ, EQ2, PlanetSide 2, and now we'll do Landmark as well. And
Okay.
we'll put it in the Player Studio forums, so you get some idea of what's working and get a kick out of it. We don't put them up by which one sells the most copies.
Mm-hmm.
We put them up by which one earned the most money. So if it sells one copy for $100 as opposed to 10 copies for $5, we're going to put the $100 up.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep, sounds fair. Sounds fair. Any news on anyone waiting to get H1Z1?
We are
Player
definitely
Studio stuff.
going to do it,
Mhm.
but we don't have a time frame for that yet. And the reason has to do with the complicated art path of the new one. It's not been optimized yet.
Okay.
So we're not ready for that. There are layers of groundwork that need to be done before we'll get to where we can do our part.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well,
On the other hand, to flip that around, because it's so early and so much groundwork is not done, it isn't a bad idea to, if you have really cool ideas for things you would want to make for H1Z1, send a note to playerstudio@soe.sony.com. Playerstudio, all one word, @soe.sony.com. You guys probably can't put that kind of stuff in the chat due to the bot, but send a note to us, and we're taking suggestions and forwarding them to the team.
that's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to suggest another vehicle.
Well, there's that, but that's a lot of work.
Getting sick and tired of
There
that
were
Jeep,
various hand gestures that came to mind
Oh.
that I thought would be fun. But
Got to get rid
we'll
of
see.
that Jeep, man. It's tired of
All
looking
right.
at that thing.
I know you're used to looking at much fancier
Fancy
vehicles
stuff, man. We got fancy stuff.
than a Jeep.
Yeah.
An old Jeep.
And then we've got, of course, PS View, which is what we're kind of calling it these days. I just finished up all of the work that I needed to do for Mr. Lang and Skirving.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully it'll be in people's hands before
All right.
SOE Live. We got 17 days.
17.
So it could be easily within the next 17 days.
Yep.
Guys are
Yep.
pretty close.
Well, we want it to be
Close.
in your hands when we get up on stage at SOE Live and start talking to you about it, and that you can ask better questions that way, and it's just all more fun that way for us.
Yep. Sounds good.
We don't want to come back to work.
Yeah,
We will anyway, though.
yeah, well, we're going to have a
There's
lot of
that.
work to do
There's
once they
that.
get their hands on it, because
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they're going to be having a lot of comments and a lot of feedback.
How are you going to get that car to SOE Live and back? Are you going to drive it?
That's debating right now,
All right,
so
good luck with
I need
that.
to figure it out.
Good luck with that. I would,
Me and my bright ideas.
recommend a Star Trek transporter.
I wish. Thinking maybe U-Haul.
U-Haul.
Maybe a U-Haul.
U-Haul.
Have to rent a truck or something.
All right.
Anyway, thank you, Mr. Ricky
Thank
Reynolds.
you very much. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Stay
every
out of trouble.
time.
Show them the cool stuff now.
Every time
All right.
Mr. Rick Reynolds comes by, he's got good news. So next time when you hear Rick Reynolds is stopping by, you know it's all good. So thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate a round of applause for Mr. Rick Reynolds. Thank you, sir. No, I'm leaving it up there. I'm gonna leave your name up there, sir. Just so everybody know that you were here. All right, folks. Once again, it's just me. And we're going to do some really, really cool stuff. Let me get Rick out of here. Bam! Rick's out of here. And it's just me. Okay. What do you guys want to look at? Surprisingly enough, Mr. Kyle didn't drop off any codes for me, man. Oh, yeah, I must apologize for Kyle's delivery of bogus codes last week. Of course, I'm going to absolve myself for all blame. It's all his fault. And put that squarely on his shoulders. And he delivered a bunch of garbage codes to me. Thank you, Kyle, for setting me up for the fall. Anyway, I can do what I can do. Anyway, that's why I didn't want to include him this week, because who knows? He might have gave me a ticking time bomb for all I know. Anyway, thank you, Kyle, for all you didn't do for me last week. You can redeem yourself later. All right, let's get into this. Who wants to get into this? Let's get into this, shall we? Shall we, folks? Get out of my Twitter. Get that out of the way. All right, well, I already downloaded some really awesome stuff. And I want to show you guys what's what. Let me put that over there. Let me go into the mirror right there. I think I'm going to go ahead and open up some Maya action here. And while you guys are at it, you go ahead and throw any questions you have up in the stream. Let me know if you got any questions, please. And then I can answer those post haste. I don't like this mouse. This mouse has got some extra buttons on it that keeps pushing me back to the last page, which is kind of whack. Don't appreciate that mouse button. Alright, we're going to go to our favorite friend of the show, Mr. Giz. Giz submitted this helmet. Hey, wait for this thing to stop thinking. Giz submitted this helmet. I got some helmets over here. Got some from Jerry Ruff, Giz, and Nico Zero. When will more countries be added? Rick just went over that. We're working on it. The next up is Brazil and somebody else. I forget. Okay, Baracula. Yeah, dude, you can suck a fat one if you want to go that way. If you want to get rude with me on the stream, I'm gonna get rude with you, son. So don't get banned up in here. Seriously, keep it real. Don't get banned up in here. I ain't got time for your tomfoolery, sir. So if you want to get all racist up in this mug, we can go that way. Anyway, totally ignore fools. All right, so looks like Giz did this one. It's called Phasor Z2. I'm believing that's a Z2 or Z11. Is it Z11? Giz, if you're in there, please clarify. We go ahead and load that up real quick and get this thing over here. Oh, I'll move it forward. Good old Twitch chat taking forever to load up. Anyway, let's see what Giz did with this helmet, shall we? See what kind of pieces he got in this thing here. Pieces and parts, A. Alright. So, one thing I did not like, or did not quite get, like, you've got this little indent in there. I noticed like a little indenture. Not really sure. But you, like this this line right here, I would go ahead and pull this down so you can see it, because right now it just kind of looks, like it's a hole. And yeah, see, like right where you got that kind of shoved in there, I would clean that up and actually, you know, bring those two pieces together in a way that doesn't look like that's kind of all haphazard. You see, like this line just kind of does like all kind of wacky stuff. I'm expecting that to be like a nice clean line, but like even right here you get like some weird nonsense up in here. You got these little ledges that end up happening because you got a bunch of shapes trying to shove together. So Mr. Giz, if you would please kindly, sir, go ahead and clean this piece up, like this one piece or these two pieces right there. So you got all this stuff cut in there, which is cool and probably a complete waste of your polygons, but there are your polygons to waste, my friend. Yeah, I wouldn't even have that. I'd go ahead and collapse all those up to here and then use some of those stitcheries to clean this up. So this seems, it feels like it needs to be flush to this shape. That's what it feels like to me. So Giz, if you're out there, sir, go ahead and clean it up. I like this shape. It's a nice look. Nice looking helmet. It's got the, you know, it's got enough subdivisions on the neck so that it can move and bend properly. And you got some Vanu shapeage in there, which is cool. And yeah, there you go. Giz, that's another fine one there, sir. Yes, same thing here. See how that just kind of like it's weird. Yeah, you see your geo is like twisted somehow. Cause that line seems like it should just go straight back. There's no reason why it should be like all jaggedy. So yeah, Giz, if you're out there, son, go ahead and clean that up for me, please, sir. Twitch chat is so slow. Thank you for finally getting back in there. All right, let's go. So Giz, that was a good one. Thank you, sir. Let me pull out the next one. All right. Whoa. I want to do that. All right. Who's got the next one? I think it was Jerry. Let me go Nico 0 with the TR Executioner. Whoa! That was loud. Man, that's a mighty fat helmet. All right, let me go ahead and grab. I'm going to go ahead and import an old helmet. Fear decal. All right, I'll get to it when I'm done with the 3D portion of the show. How about that? Just reminded me. Wasted verts. Well, them verts. Yep, very much so. All right, let's get this thing on the road. Let's see what we got here. It's PlanetSide, main, art, characters, helmets, tiara, and modelos. All right, let's bring this thing in here just so I can grab some texturizers in here. Assign this material. Existing helmet. Bam. All right. See what this looks like. Kill that bull jive. All right. Yeah. All right. So obviously you don't get to see all the detailed normal stuff. So you are forgiven, sir. But yeah, I'm not really feeling this design. I think that is like the strappy stuff across. I've seen a number of helmets with the straps across the helmet like that, and they never, I can honestly say that they never look good. That strap thing going across the forehead that gives them the kind of receding hairline look, They never come out right. So I would go ahead and nuke all this bull jive. Get all that crap up out of that mug. And if I had my druthers, and I do, I'd go ahead and maybe go to some salt selection up in there. Give me a little extra strumph and grow that a little bit. All right, maybe get some brow that a little bit. Whoops, too much. Pull this down. Obviously, you would do a much better job than I am, hurriedly trying to demonstrate the finer points of a furrowed brow. Yeah, man. It's got to be a little tougher. Can't be like, what? Can't have a face that looks like that. Be like, what? That's what he looks like. He looks like he was really surprised. But something like that, closer to that, and I would bring this up, you know, and, you know, bring that up or something. Bring this down. And, of course, with it being TR, gotta get, what is that doing back there? Gotta get rid of the, get rid of that visor, son. I don't know why those in there. And do some goggles. So yeah, I would make some adjustments to those. Bring these roughly around to where the ears are. You know? I put those where the ears are. I don't even know why you got like so many of these little doodads, but anyway. Yeah, I would bring those closer to the ears. And then see where you go from there. You know, just some changing some shapes. Get that all squared away. I think you'll be better served with something like that. So there you go, TR Executioner. Let's see who was actually the executioner. Let's see. It's Nico 0. My bad. Nico 0. All right, we got one more. And we're going to do Jerry Ruff. He's got the TR male tanker. Throw that in there. See where that came from. Where did it go? Delete. Where's the tanker? Oh, there he is. Tanking around. Doop. All right. What the? Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of that. I have that in there for reference. Get out of there. All right. Tanker. See what we got. Sign my favorite existing material. All right. See, what you guys think about this tanker helmet? I think it's come a long way. I remember what it looked like before. Yeah, it's much better. I like the little quilted northern you got going on there. Quilted. Yeah. See how this is subdivided, dog? That's not gonna work, man. Yup. These subdivisions are uneven. Yeah, this ain't gonna work, Jerry. You're gonna have to get some real subdivisions in there, because this thing could collapse in any number of ways, and I guarantee you 99% of those you're not going to like. So if you can actually give me 2 solid subdivisions, that gives you 3 rows of polygons to fold and deform. That's going to help me out a lot. So please, please, please do that for me. I mean, you can even tell right here. If you're looking right here, look at this. So the only thing this thing can do is collapse on itself. There is no, there's no subdivision right here. So all this thing is just going to do is just shrink. It'll never actually pinch where it needs to pinch. It needs to bend right here. It's not going to because there are no subdivisions there. So you need to rework that neck. Protect your neck, son. All right. That's it for the 3D. All right. Nicely done there, Jerry. I like. Got the Phaser Z11. I'm assuming that's 11. I think that was 11. All right, well, let's hit the forums, shall we? Because I know a lot of people have been asking. Oh, can we get to the forums, man? Get to the forums. Been looking for me. All right, anybody got any questions? Go ahead and throw those in there. I will pick them out post haste. NC Cosmetic Turret. All right. So front page. Page 1. Okay, NC Cosmetic Turret. Well, I was really surprised when I tweeted that out, and then it's just like an explosion. An explosion of people trying to get in on the first run of vehicle cosmetics. I really like that enthusiasm, folks. Ooh, excuse me. Really like that enthusiasm. All right, Cosmetic Turret. Cosmetic Turret for the NC. Let's see what Lobstrex has to offer here. Okay, Lobstrex. It's pretty meh. It's not very interesting. Yeah, you have to do, yeah, it's got to be something that stands out a little bit better than that. It's got to change the silhouette. It's got to be something that pops immediately, like at a distance. So like right here, it still kind of looks like the old turret top, right? And for those little tips and hints for these things right here, for those that are making vehicle cosmetics at this point in time, there's a couple things you have to keep in mind. The skeleton is not going to change. It's just like helmets. They have to fit the object that you're replacing it with. Because we can't do one-offs for everybody who has a great idea. Oh, I really want this thing to have 8 barrels. Like, all right, I can't do that for you. So, another thing that you will also realize in the new zip files that you get with these, you're also going to get an FBX that contains the original barrels, tanks, skeleton, the whole shebang. You know why? Because you, sirs and ma'ams, are going to be rigging those to the skeleton that we currently have. So, thus the reason why you cannot change the position on the Prowler. Sorry, can't change the position. Has to fit the bones that we currently have, and it just needs to look different. That's it. So on this one, I would say you gotta spruce it up a little bit. It's kind of boring. But you got it, you got a good start. So according to Mr. Ricky Reynolds, you guys will be able to submit this stuff this week. So you might want to get on it, son. Get on it. All right, anybody else got anything else to throw? What kind of PS2 announcements we have at SOE Live? You'll just have to wait. If I announced it now, it wouldn't be at SOE Live now, would it? You're tricky. You think I'm going to fall for that? All right, let's see some lightning armor turret. Let's see who did this one. Stevie O. All right, so he decided to go for the minimalist look, according to Stevie O. And yes, you achieved it, sir, but it's not enough. Can't do it. That's too minimal. And it's not even interesting. So yeah, man, you gotta reach deeper. You gotta reach deeper. You gotta make these things stand out. People gotta, They gotta make them pop. These things have to pop. You know, you're gonna be looking for people are gonna be looking at these to completely change their look and feel of their vehicle, so they can have this individual look, right? And in addition, these things cannot cover up, you know, the composite armor, so they can't cover that up. Still need to be able to recognize the fact that people are wearing composite armor, and this does not look like it respects the composite armor, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, think about that when you're making those things. Think about that, and we will be releasing some more details as far as like polygon counts, texture files, download, yada yada yada. Same thing, same thing. All right, let's see who else has got something down here. What else? Somebody said Recon Helmet, top spin, page 1. Okay, this one. There you go. Delta Nick. Oh, Delta Nick. I went over this last week, didn't I? All right, Delta Nick. Let's see, 17 pages deep. Mr. Delta Nick. Let's see what he did since then. All right, let's see what you got there, Delta Nick. All right, better be something different. It's the same thing, dude. Come on now. Let's see, you rounded that out a little bit. Okay, I think I mentioned this one time before, and I'm gonna mention it again. Please don't add details for the sake of adding details. Like, I'm looking at this helmet, and these things, they don't really even do anything. They're just like, you know, extrusions for the sake of having extrusions. So, yeah, in this facet here, I would go ahead and get rid of that and go ahead and continue to round. I think that would set it off a little bit. Get rid of the Iron Giant jaw. I think that's killing it. That's killing it. Let's see what this geo looks like, shall we? Good geo at the bottom of the neck. Yeah, you're wasting some geo in here. If you want to just go ahead and cut some of that stuff out, cut it out. And I don't know. What do you guys think about? Yeah, see, this like totally breaks that. You see how this shape is just kind of jammed in there, and then you got this kind of roundy thing in there, but you got these squares just jammed in there. I would remove those all together. But yeah, I like the way you did this. This comes out better. Yeah, just the ending. It ended poorly. I would go ahead and get rid of those things and just kind of round it off into the jaw, kind of like make it a chin strap kind of thing. But yeah, almost there, Delta Nick. You are, see, this is what I'm talking about. Delta Nick. There you go, dude. I gave you a round of applause for hanging in there, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks for taking it and running with it. It's a good job there, Delta Nick. Keep it up. All right. Let's see. Anybody else? Yeah, I don't like spikes. Yeah, the spikes at the top of the jaw kind of pulls it away. All right, let's find out what else we got here. Looks like we got a new guy over here. Bifron. Okay, Bifron. Let's see what you got. Got some feedback going on in here. Bifron. See what this looks like. Incredibly sarcastic. I am not sarcastic. This show is not for me to make fun of people. It is only so that I can help you guys achieve your goal of becoming better artists. And at the same time, hopefully, these two things coincide. You make some money out of it. That's it. I'm not downing anybody. I'm trying to be straight up and down with you. If you can't take the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen. That's what this is. We are in the effing kitchen, cooking up some good things. So if you can't take it, I suggest you tune out. But this is all coming from the heart. I'm here to help you, taking my time out of my day to help you guys achieve some goals. So there. You know, if you think it sounds like if I sound like I'm sarcastic, I'm sorry. I apologize for you thinking that way. But this is not about putting anybody down. It's about making people better. So, as I move on, okay. So, all right. This one's got some potential for sure. Let's look at this geo. Whoa, what happened? It's barely even there. Oh, let me go wireframe. All right, there you go. That's better. All right. I'd like to see how this fits around the dude's head. Do we got like a head shot in there? Let's see what's up. You got some twisting going on in here. You see how those facets are like shaded differently? You got to clean that up. You can't do that. So, see how this stuff is all twisted? Yeah, it's going to make a bunch of lumpity dumps. Little speed bumps. So yeah, clean that up. Get those polygons all on the right plane. Make planar, make planar. So yeah, you can't have little dippity dips, zippity doolahs in there. You probably got some extra geometry that needs to get removed in there. So just a little extra stuff. Clean this up. It's a nice design. It's on the fringe of NC. It's on the fringe. So I'd like to revisit this when you come back with some of the cleanup stuff. Some of these angles are a little wonky, but it's definitely unique. And if you could clean up some of the geo, I think you might have something there, sir. So there you go, Bifron. My professional opinion. Given to you for free. There it is. All right. Giz's Chop Shop. He's on it. He's chopping up some stuff. Anybody else got any questions? Please go right ahead and drop those in the chat stream, and then I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. All right. Looks like Biscuit 3's got another helmet. Okay. Generic outfit decal on page 1. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I find that generic outfit decal on page 1. See if it's in there. Do. Alrighty. Come on, man. You need to do what? Okay. Alright, dude. I can't find it. Master Magnusus. I'm gonna have to do a search for you, dude. Oh, I hate doing this. Anybody? Where is this friggin' thing at? Why is the page all jacked up? Alright, the kicking chicken thing, is that what you wanted me to look at? No codes today, because Kyle jacked them up last week, so I'm a little gun shy. Review this while live. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I think, yes, you know, it's cartoony and all. I don't think it's well done though. It's kind of wiggly. It's kind of squiggly lines and stuff. But you know, if it's an outfit decal, then you can do whatever you want with it. You know. So, you know, if your outfit is, you know, good to G with that, then that's what your outfit wears. So, I mean, that's really what it boils down to. For outfit decals, I really can't say whether or not your outfit will enjoy it. So, I think it as a piece of art, I think it could use some work. Your line weights probably need some variation in them. They're all like the same thickness all the way through. So as a piece of art, there's, you know, some few things you could, well, a lot of things you could change about it. But as far as like your outfit wanting to wear it, then I got nothing to say about that. So that's my opinion on that. Because your outfit's going to wear what your outfit's going to wear, period. So if your outfit lights it, I'm good with you. I'm good with it. All right, Biohex Decal on page 1. If I come across it, then I will click on it. Oh, there it is, right there. Graystripe. Okay. Dude, you got to clean your line work up. This is a fairly simple design. But you got all these jaggies and stuff in there. I'm not sure why that is. So yeah, clean your line work up, makes it nice and crisp, and then we can talk about it. But you might want to, think about like what, how this thing's going to show up. Is it just going to be black and white? Is it white actually in here, or is that alpha? Like, I don't know. So, it's a good start. Somebody asked me about the Fear decal. Okay. Yeah, again, what? What happened in here? Where'd these little bits come from? Clean that up. Yeah, why are these outside the line? I'm not really sure. Why didn't you outline this? Like, you gotta outline the mouth too. Gotta do that. All right, let's go to Enig. I met one of your boys the other day at the block party. Enig came through. He said you was making some stuff for Player Studio. I said, yeah, I recognize his stuff. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna. Okay, can you look at my UCRN helmet? Got lots of faceplates. You're going to have to tell me something more about that helmet. I need to know where it is. You can't just tell me where it is. Just give me where it is. Okay, so Enig busts out a bunch of melee weapons. So, little thing to know about melee weapons. Again, they have to be used the exact way the knife is currently used. Right? Because we're not going to be making special animations for hatchets and swords and crowbars, stuff like that. So if it's swung like a knife, we can use it. So like billy clubs, you swing that like a knife. Knives, you swing those like knives. What else? I don't know. Knife-like objects, things that you can like that, So you got a lot of cool designs. I like your work, man. You got a lot of nice line work. I like your line work, man. I mean, might get you to do some concepts for us one day. Some really cool stuff. So you got some nice hatchets. I don't know if those are swung like a knife, though. You'd think you would swing those more like that, like a hatchet, like a chopping action, not a cutting action. Yeah, NC's definitely box cutters, man. They make your zipper face. Definitely box cutters for the NC. They're shady like that. That's what chicks use in the club. Slice you up, get wise with them. Yeah, katana's not gonna work because you don't swing those like knives. I guess you could hit somebody with a, I don't know, fucking monkey wrench, man. Meh. I don't know. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Hatchet probably not gonna work. Yeah, this might work. Crowbar probably not. Yeah, maybe. Okay, sights. You got some optics. That's a good design. You might want to break out a little bit more. I would say break out the design a little bit more because this kind of looks like something we got already. So, get a little adventurous with that Enig. I really like these knife designs. These are really cool. But yeah, there you go. Enig on the prowl. And then he's got some tank stuff. Nicely did. Alright, yeah, I like that. Okay, another thing to know about tank things, right? Alright, so we're going to be replacing shells, cannons that shoot shells with something that has to look like it shoots shells. So I saw a lot of people making rail guns and things like that. That's not going to work because then we have to redo effects and all this other stuff, sound effects, yada, 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 etc., etc. which incurs more time on us and effort. And we did that for everybody's gun, and we would be buried. So, for now, until we have our own personal set of rail guns internally, you guys will be making guns or turrets that look like they shoot shells. So same type of ammo that the NC Vanguard shoots now. Create turrets that look like they shoot those kinds of ammo. So no rail guns. All right, but it's well done. Yeah, I don't know about that little, I don't know, hatch or what that is, but you know, you got some other really cool stuff in there. Enig. What if somebody did all the effects for me? I don't know how you're going to pull that off, because you'd have to be in our engine and hooking them up to composite effects and rigging those all up and coding them in. So I don't know how you would pull that off. So good luck to you. If you ever find a way to do that, let me know. I need to check the Vanguard Conqueror set. Okay, Arctorn, you know the drill, man. Where is it? You can't just tell me to check it. Freaking Arctorn, dude. You've been through this stuff a million times. Now you're going to make me search for your bull jive. Humph. Let's see some Mag Rider stuff. I don't think anybody's made any Mag Rider stuff. I thought I saw a couple. I saw someone try to make a turret on top of the Mag Rider, but you can't do it. So, sorry. We can't do that. Friggin' Arctorn. You wasted my 2 seconds searching for you. Alright, let's do the composite. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Everybody hates you now, Arctorn. Thanks a lot. Alright, sir. Yeah. Once again, Arctorn decides to make everybody look bad, including us. Yeah, I like this, but you gotta make sure that this works with the composite armor, which I don't know if it does. And yeah, I like the turret. Turret looks good. I don't know what these are. What are those? What are these things, Arc? Are they smokestacks? What are they? I don't know what they are. Antennas? And why are they just blocks, dude? Come on, why you dogging me out like that? You can't just throw some rectangles in there and be like, okay, I'm done. So until you get the polygon counts, I would say go ahead and spruce this up just a smidge so that you'll end up with like blocks, you know? Just these little blocky things in there. What is that? I thought it was ammo at first, but now that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like, I don't know, blocks. So yeah, you got a couple things you can do, but I really like the shape of it. I thought you had one. Somebody had one that had like little fins on the back. I don't know if that was yours or not, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Holy crap, where's the time gone? We got 7 minutes left. You guys have been monopolizing all of my time. So I'm gonna have to hit you with this. Bam! We got streams. We got plenty of streams for you guys, man. For all types of individuals who like PlanetSide 2 stuff. Of course, you got me inside the Player Studio on Monday, followed by It's Murder. It's Murder coming up next after me at 6:30, 7:30 on Monday. Tuesday, Work in Progress 3 to 4. Kudo, chop chop, 6 o'clock through 7. Wednesday, Battle Rank Go with Real here. And then, of course, Higby, please. 4, I'm assuming that's 5. 4 to 5. What is these times, dude? It's so wacky. 4 to 5, somewhere around there. So just stay tuned. And then you got Sawdust on Wednesday from 6 to 7. Thursday, Kid Riot rounding out the lunch hour because you all know you want to get a little bit of Twitch in before you go back to work. Then 6 to 7, Bear Force 9 with Zoran the Bear. And of course, Friday, 5 to 7, Friday Night Ops with my good friend, Lou Perza. All right. And of course, we already talked about SOE Live. So all of those who want to show up at SOE Live, you still got a chance. 17 days left. I think we are almost sold out. So you might be ass out, my friends. So you better hurry up. We got good things. Got a lot of good things coming. We got, a lot of really cool announcements for PlanetSide 2. Announcements for H1Z1. Announcements for EverQuest Next. Really cool stuff coming up. So trust me, it's going to be a good time. You come on out, hang out with us. August 14th to the 17th. Planet Hollywood, Las Vegas. So go ahead and sign up. Get those last couple tickets. Sunday brunch with us. And, of course, I got the Friday night party with me up in my suite, hanging out, being real chill, doing our thing. So we can expect info on my hats in queue. All right, well, hats. Anyway, if you noticed, Mr. Dave Carey, our good friend Mariah's brother, has posted something up in the forums. If you did not see that, let me go ahead and switch over this. Posted something in the forums about our Player Studio process. We all know that it's a little slow at this point in time, and we are working toward a better future. With Mr. Curry at the helm, you never know what might happen. Only good things can happen. That's what it's all about. So, Mr. Dave Carey is going to take us to the promised land. He's promised some big things. Let's see if he comes through. I got a good feeling that he will. So, we're going to do a bunch of things. Just read through that post. It's on the forums. There's a link to it in the Player Studio forums called the State of the Game Player Studio. Read through that. It'll let you know that we are trying our damnedest to make sure you get your items to the store as soon as possible. We've got 3 minutes left. Anybody else got any other questions? Please, please, please just drop them in the chat for me so I can answer those. Please. All right, so there you go. Nobody's got any questions. Please, can PC Gamer decals enable for outfit decals? I don't control that. So PC Gamer might not want their decal to be used as an outfit decal, because I know personally that PC Gamer and Rock Paper Shotgun have this rivalry, and they may want to keep their stuff for individual, their individual needs. So until we actually get the ability to kind of lock out certain outfit decals for specific outfits, then we're probably not going to be adding none of those, name brand outfit logos to the outfit logos list. So there you go. How do we get the what helmet? Is that the test helmet? I'm not sure. See, the names mean nothing to me, because either you guys make them up or design makes them up. So half the design names I don't even know. Your names, you guys' names, I know a little bit more than the ones that they make up on the design side. Can you check the Prowler armor on page 1? Stevie O, come on, man. Why you always want to monopolize the time here? I think I already did one of yours. You get one comment. What about the Playtest server? You got to play on the Playtest server and test stuff. And then you get a helmet. It's pretty straightforward. All right, too much. It's not TR. That's all I can tell you right now. Too much stuff. You got too much stuff going on. And if I'm not mistaken, it actually covers up composite armor. So you might want to look out for that. Yeah. Too much stuff, man. It's making it real blocky. So figure out a way to tearing that up, as opposed to just, adding a bunch of stuff. So there you go, Stevie O. There you go. Oh, 1 more minute. That's it. Any chance to preview of the new F-83 base model mentioned a week ago? Nah. Sorry, Mango Punch. I'm going to have to hold that one close to the vest. I have to hold that one close, my friend. When they're all done, I will let you know. You guys will be the first to know. When they're all done, they're rigged up and moving around in the world and all that stuff. It's going to be first to know. So, there's 6 o'clock on the nose, folks. Once again, it is been a great time with you guys. I really love you. Really appreciate you hanging out with me. Okay, let me just do this damn thing here. Let's see. What is it? Which one is it? Jesus, man. Can't never find. Is this one it? What? Oh, dude. See, this is why I don't like searching for people's stuff, because it's never the right one and it's always wrong. So hit me up send me a link, dude. How about that? Send me a link to the thing, personal conversation, and I will personally respond back to it. How about that? I am over. It's 6 o'clock. And my good friend, It's Murder, will be coming up next to enthrall you with his murderous skills. So, until next week, my friends, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking your time out during your day to see me. I love you all. See you next week.